Up for sale, 1966 Chevy Caprice. I'm going to walk around it, tell you about the car, fire it up, and then drive it. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you. Like I said, 66 Caprice, two-door, hardtop, finished in triple black with bucket seats and console. 396, 325 horse, numbers matching. Turbo 400 trans, 12-bolt rear, power steering, power brakes with front disc, which is upgraded, of course. Factory air conditioning and power windows. As always, I'm going to go around it, point out anything I do see, tell everything I do know about it, fire it up, drive it, and get in for the driving. So, of course, we'll start here in the front, as always. If you're hesitant about the beige Caprice that I have, look no further. If somebody said, Andrew, design yourself a 66 Caprice, you know, you could change the colors, you could do things with the build, it would be triple black, because I love the vinyl top on these cars. It'd have a big block. Fortunately, this one's numbers matching. And then the other options that go along with the Caprice, like your air, your windows, of course steering, brakes, but then you throw the disc brakes at it. That's just a great choice. I'd want red line tires. Of course, we got the Coker Classic radial red lines on this. So truly, for me, this car hits every note that I would want. So let's just go straight to the chrome here. The only blemish on this front chrome is right here. But as you see it here, really nice, shiny, no pitting. The grill's in nice shape. You can see, you know, little minor things in, you know, here and there from wear, use, stuff like that. Little, you know, like a little indent there. But overall nice. You can see a little buffing compound I missed, sorry. Before I dive into the paint, it seems that if there's a blemish on the car, it's like in this front section, because going down, and you'll see it, there's not a bubble, there's not a rocker chip, there's not a dent, a ding. The fitment's excellent, the body's straight. Of course, with the vinyl tops, you run the risk of bubbling. And even the 22,000 mile one has a couple. This one has very minimal as well, which is a great thing. So I'm going to cover the top here. You can see like a little touch up there. Little mark on top of the hood there. I know you can see one here. A couple like do. But the hood fits flush all the way around. Fits flush to the fenders. Sorry, a little bit of buffing compound in here, but anyway. Just trying to think here. No cracks in the glass. The chrome on the rally wheels and the center caps and the trim rings is great. I mean, let's pop the hood here. I need two hands for this. I'm gonna pause this. Okay. Pop the hood right away. 396, 325 horse, numbers matching. The underhood is painted beautifully. Inner fenders, your firewall, you could tell when they took the motor out. They painted everything in here really nicely. Took their time. I like what they did. Aluminum radiator, aluminum intake, Edelbrock carb, so a little just extra with the performance. Factory air. Then again, you know, that's the power brakes with front disc. They got a nice little custom master cylinder in there and brake booster. Power steering, of course, is down there. And the black is all nice. I like this. Stock exhaust manifolds, dual exhaust. Again, I like, you know, painting the inner fender walls the way they did. Trim tag is in place where it should be. Nicely painted in there. I'm gonna go start it. You can hear it run. It is a 3.08 rear end ratio with the 12 bolt. So now we're gonna go down the driver's side of the car, take our time. When you look here, no bubbling, which is nice to see. You could make out just like 3, boom, do right there. Again, when you look down here, not even like a door edge mark on it. One little mark right there that you see. So there's one. There's one more right there, so 2. And then going here, and over. Nothing even here. Nice hem in here. I like that they got the GM tag. Weather stripping's in great shape. Door panel looks good. Really good, actually. Nice material. You know, this is nice and shiny. Wood grain's good. Power window switch. Carpet is nice. One thing this is missing. Not a big deal, but attention to detail would be nice. Seats, great shape. No rips, no tears. Carpet's clean. No rips, no tears. Zoom out here. A couple things to knock on the interior. Again, I guess I'm just comparing it to the beige one. Put an aftermarket radio in it, but they didn't cut the dash, which is nice. One little crack right there in the dash, and then just a few wrinkles on that corner. Over here is nice. Again, probably all original in here. You know, some little wear around switches, around where the key goes. Oh, sorry, I thought it was zoomed out. Steering wheel's in really nice shape, actually. Center gauges, they put that on. But this is all in nice shape. Wood grain on the console, really nice as well. Headliner is really nice. Actually in excellent condition. Sail panels as well. Both working dome lights. No busted seams, no poked holes. Package tray looks nice in the back as well. I'll show you the back seat. Back seat's excellent shape. Door panel over there looks awesome as well. Both of them do. Yeah, seats are in great shape. Let me make sure I got the keys. Yep. So again, like I said, like 2, maybe 3 blemishes on this whole side of the car. Let's go to the chrome bumper. Chrome bumper is awesome. Stainless tips are nice too, they're not rusted. Trunk lid lines up nicely. I do know there's one blemish right there. Little nick on the edge. Let's go here. One little guy there. Another thing to notice or to point out, no cracking in there. And I know there's no cracking over there. I'll show you again. Yep, no cracking. You could see at this angle, a couple little marks, like maybe they had it covered and laid something on the trunk at some point. Other than that, I just see 1, 2, 3 little baby marks right there. You could even tell by looking there, the vinyl top is actually really nice. Anyway, trunk, the finish, and a little bit of dust. That finish is super nice. Yeah, a little bit of dust, but that finish is like glass. Spare tire, jack, tire iron, all finished in white and gray spatter paint with the trunk matte. Under the trunk lid looks really nice as well. Sorry, it's getting kind of cold. My hands are hurting a bit. See the trunk, it looks great. What you can see. Same spatter paint in there. Spatter paint in there. But it is the original trunk pan. Now let's talk underneath the car. I'm really trying to take my time with this video. One replacement panel underneath. Everything else is original. Inner rockers, trunk pan, inner lower quarters, I meant to say, but inner rockers as well. It's just the front passenger floor that was replaced, welded from the inside and the bottom, so it was done right. Look at how nice this is. Nothing in front of here. Look how nice this door lines up. And again, let's look at the top here. Like one right there. One more. You can see a couple little splits in the top. And then nothing here. So very minimal. Like 1 and 2 right there. Because again, everybody is curious about this. And then these are the ones that I pointed at from that side. But anyway, it will be up for sale later today on my website, nextgenclassiccars.com and eBay. Both links will be in the description of this video if you'd like to go ahead and check it out. 66 Caprice, finished in triple black with bucket seats and console. 396, 325 horse. Numbers matching. Power steering, power brakes, upgraded with front disc. 12-bolt rear, factory air, power windows. And here, just look again. That fitment lines up nicely. I can see a little buffing compound that was left there, but even the detail down and through here, just a couple little marks that I see right there. But thank you, and we are going to fire it up now and then drive it. to say.
And this engine makes this car feel light. It's just, you barely hit the gas and it's just...
That's an interesting comment. Haven't heard that one before.
Everything on the car feels great though, man.
Yeah. I feel like I always see... the Caprices remind me of 70, 71, 72 Monte Carlos. I always don't see them restored. They're always like well-maintained cars. Where this one, you could definitely say was restored. A lot of the interior was, drivetrain, that whole engine bay. Yeah, because it's just going off of other Caprices we've had before. I always see that trend where this one was totally, Anyway. No, it drives great. Goes down the road straight. Brakes straight.
Brakes are great.
Fires right up, like a few pumps, and just idles perfectly. And I've never had a Caprice with power windows.